How's it going, everyone? This is Point Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to another Let's Play video of Mortal Online 2. Okay, so today we're playing on version 1.0.0.30. So this is the latest patch that deployed on the 26th of March, and so I'm playing on the same day that the patch got deployed. And so right now we are in the Tindrem Sewers, and so I'm with Necro Ergo. So I was going through the dungeon by myself for some time, but eventually I ran into Necro Ergo, and we decided to go through the dungeon together. So as you can see, it's definitely a lot easier and a lot more fun to go with a friend, or in a group. So I don't know Necro Ergo. I've never met him prior to this. So we are so we met as complete strangers, but he seemed friendly. So as you can see on the chat window, he healed me for some I was wounded, so I was sitting down when he came up to me, and he decided to cast some healing spells. So as you can see, the Tindrem Sewers is a very complex labyrinth of tunnels and caves and rooms. Oh man, very gory. Yeah, I don't know whether as we increase the level of gore with this patch. I seem to remember reading somewhere that Henrik was going to increase the gore, or at least expand on it. Yeah, so if you're playing together as a group, the clade experience you get per kill is not as much. I mean, these scoundrels, they each give 12 clade experience if you're the only one that's doing the hunting. But if you're going in a group and you all attack the scoundrel, then the clade experience will be, I think, shared, depending on how much damage each player does. I think that's how it works. And we've just... So there's another stranger. And this is... Okay. Akazina. From the... So these guys are from different guilds. Necro Ergo is from the Vigil Knights, and Akazina is from the Death Jesters. I seem to have seen these guilds on the forums. Okay, so it seems like the encounter wasn't hostile. So now we've got two. So now we're a group of 3. Alright, so I think it'll be good having Akazina at the helm. Hopefully it'll be a deterrent from any other groups that may be in here, in case they want to PK. See, if I was alone and there was a group of people who wanted to PK anyone, then I would stand no chance. And so it's good to have a powerfully equipped player at the front. Yeah, so there's a lot of this Tindrem Sewers actually goes for goes very deep underground. So when I first came into this dungeon, I was like, okay, so this dungeon seems alright. It's quite well. The graphics are quite good and seems interesting. But until you keep going further down and you realize that this dungeon is actually very deep. It's probably one of the deepest dungeons I've ever been through. Yeah, so we're just going through these scoundrels like we're just plowing through them like they're not even there. So this is one of the lower levels of the dungeon. It's just like one or two hits and they just fall down dead. Because Agazina's got this big massive two-handed axe. And I think Necro Ergo has a powerful dagger and he's a spellcaster, so it's a powerful combination. Strong melee plus a spellcasting character, and plus a light fighter to take along. That would be me. See how powerful that axe is? It's just plowing through them, like they're not even there. Okay, so this area, I've seen a lot of guild players. I see a lot of guild players when I go through this area, and they seem to be either going deeper or emerging from their dungeon run. And so here's a tip that I would give to all players, new players especially. If you're alone and you come across a big group of players who are just happen to be cross paths with you, if you don't want any trouble, then I would suggest that you put away your weapon and just back away to a corner and stay out of their way. Because you want to just present yourself as as much as possible as a non-threatening target. Because when you encounter a big group and you're alone, the last thing you want is for them to perceive you as a threat. So what I do is I just back away into a corner and let them through and get out of their way. Okay, so now we've got the tribe rat. So this is my first time coming to this place, coming to this area of the dungeon. So it's all okay. So so tribe rat drops a head as well. And they seem to be quite easy to kill, and they also... And how much clade experience do they drop? Even easier than the scoundrel. I think the scoundrels are stronger than the tribe rats, it seems. So let's just hope we don't encounter other players, other groups, because it could, yeah, you know, given the PvP everywhere and full looting nature of this game, you know, the last thing you want is to encounter another group that may be hostile, to you. Oh, okay, so they do give quite a bit of clade experience. I wonder, so if I was the only one doing the damage, then would I get 10 or 12 clade experience? Yeah, there seems to be some slowdown here. I think the game is trying to load the textures, the new area. So as you know, this game is seamless. There's no loading screen, even in dungeons, so I guess that's the trade-off for having a seamless world. That you are going to have to accept that there's going to be some loading and jittering of the frames. Oh, so we've got more scoundrels here. So easy. But that's because I've got a powerful group. If I was going through this by myself, I'll be dead in less than maybe 20 seconds. Oh, that went down quick. Oh, okay, there's... How many are there? There's 3. Okay, so this looks like some sort of... Is this some sort of... or something's happening. The illusionist. So this must be the boss. Oh, okay. So this is why. I thought that the illusionist was rather weak, but so this is what happens. I'll let Akazina and Necro Ergo take the loot because they did most of the work. I must say the ambient lighting is very well done. I mean, you've got the lighting on the walls. It's very atmospheric, and I like the light that comes through from the ceiling. There's a light from the outside world. Okay. So is there another boss? So yeah, this dungeon is actually very deep. It's even deeper than I thought it would be. But then again, this is this is Mortal Online 2. Even a new I would consider this a new player dungeon. So even a new player dungeon goes really deep, but I think SV clearly intended this dungeon to be made for new players because the mobs are relatively easy to kill, but as you can see, it's better to go as a group because if you're up against 3 scoundrels, then I don't think you stand a chance. Oh, and I'm overweight. I've been taking too much loot. So it's a very fast paced when you're with a group because you've got to try and keep up. So normally I would take my time to check the surroundings and pick up any loot from barrels and whatnot, but when you're with a group, you can't afford to be left behind, to lag behind, because if you lose your group, it could very well be you could very well die, because once you're separated from your group, monsters can spawn behind you or between you and your group, and it'll be much more difficult for them to come back and help you out. So always best to keep up with your group, and any loot that you may pick up should be considered as a secondary consideration. And also because if you run into an enemy group of enemy players who are hostile, then you don't want to be lagging behind, because then you won't be able to help your group out. You won't be able to support your team, support your group. Okay, so we're back up the stairs. Yeah, I think we came through here earlier. Yeah, I think we killed the tribe rats. And again, the tribe rats are rather easy, I must say. Much easier than the scoundrels. So if you're a new player who's gotten tired of the hunting zombies in the graveyard, then this is probably where you might want to come and level up your clade levels, because the clade experience you get from hunting in here is many times better than hunting zombies. I mean, as you can see, each scoundrel gives like 12 clade experience, and I think the tribe rats give, I think, 10 or 12 as well. I think it's 12, it seems. That's what it appears to give. Oh. So this is domination. Oh. Okay, I think we've got a situation here. Oh, and there's another player. Okay, so it's... We come in peace. Oh, okay. Thankfully, they're not here to fight, and neither are we. But it could easily have turned into a confrontation, a violent confrontation, and seems like we're and why is he going back? Okay, so just to make sure he doesn't double back and stab us in the back. Oh. I have to say I'm really enjoying this. I think this is one of the one of the main things about this game that I find enjoyable is just going through dungeons with a group. And the best part about this is that I didn't even know any of these guys. Like, we met in the dungeon as complete strangers, and once we've established that we're no threat to each other, then we just happily grouped up in an ad hoc fashion, and I suppose it's out of mutual benefit, because better to be in a group than being alone, especially if you're not hostile to each other. Oh, and uh-oh. Okay. Oh. Alright, these guys... Oh, these guys are well geared. Oh. Uh-oh. Please don't fight. Please don't fight. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Those guys look pretty well armed. Okay, so they're not following, just to make sure. And why are we going back? Oh, that's right. We're going. We're trying to find the other boss. I remember that. I remember now. So we're trying to find the other boss. So I wonder where the other boss is. And okay, so another room, another tunnel. Yeah, you gotta use the gotta use this the sloped elevation. Okay, so is there a boss here? Oh. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So if I was to rate the Tindrem Sewers from Mortal Online 1 to Mortal Online 2, I would rate this one slightly better than Mortal Online 1's. I mean, Mortal Online 1's Tindrem Sewers was a lot more, I think a lot more claustrophobic and a lot darker. And there's definitely a lot more mobs, I think. I think the mobs are more plentiful. But then again, I think it's because this one from Mortal Online 2 is a lot more, there's more rooms and it's... Oh, another player. Oh, and he's got a bear. Oh, better watch ourselves. Oh, okay. He's not here to... So thankfully, a lot of the players that you encounter, I think, you know, unless they're specifically coming here to kill, you know, random players, I think most of the encounters you'll meet in this dungeon will be largely non-hostile. But you know, your results could vary. You know, you never know. Sometimes you get a guild that, or a group that just, you know, they see someone and they'll just kill them. So it's hard to say. You never know. But you know, at the same time, I wouldn't assume that just because you meet a group or another player, then it's automatically they're out to kill you. That's not always the case. Okay, so is this leading to somewhere? Oh, I see bright lights. And there's a... And is this the... Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. So this is the... So that's where the drain empties out. Okay. So that's the exit. That's where the drain empties out. Okay, so we've exited the sewers through the drain. Okay, so that was fun. Definitely a lot of fun. So now we can. Yeah, this has been very enjoyable, and I'm glad I met these two guys, and I'm glad that, you know, it wasn't hostile, thankfully. But like I said, you know, if you're alone and and you happen to meet a group of other players in the dungeon, in the Tindrem Sewers, just you know, if you know that you stand no chance, then just put away your weapon and back yourself to a corner and don't get in their way. I think respect is very important here. You know, if you can show the other group that you are not a threat to them, and if they can see that you're not there to cause trouble, yeah. So I've got to go. So if you can show them that you're not there to cause trouble, then there's a chance that they will just let you be. So I'm just giving him a thumbs up and I'll wave them goodbye.